What's going on, everybody? Oski here today, and today I'm gonna do a review on Call of Duty Ghost. Call of Duty Ghost came out uh, last Tuesday, I believe. As you can tell, Call of Duty Ghost. Rated M like always. The first thing I'm gonna start off with is the gameplay. This goes for both both multiplayer and campaign. In the campaign, you know, you move swifter than you would in multiplayer because of lagging purposes. It's all understandable. But, even in multiplayer, when it's not lagging, you're still moving swift and uh, you still move smooth. The graphics in the game are pretty good, they're pretty detailed. Going into the campaign, I find it could be better. I find there's like a little bit more they could have done to it, to add into it. But they're still good for where they come from Modern Warfare 3 till now is what they pretty good. So I give them that. Experience playing the game was the campaign. I don't know. The campaign, I found they had some parts that are very difficult to do to take control of. Then some parts are super easy. Which I'm gonna talk more about the campaign in a second. First thing I want to talk about is the multiplayer, which everybody watches these videos to find out what the multiplayer is like. I give the multiplayer 7 out of 10 because simply, ever since Infinity Ward made the game, they've made it easier to get killed. And easier to get kills, except in my case, I get killed. I don't get that many kills. So, I don't like that. It's all just, if Treyarch would have stayed with this company, it would have been like Black Ops 2. The graphics probably would have been a little bit better, and the killing would have stayed the same. Because in Black Ops, I had a higher kill death ratio than I do in Ghost, so I don't like that. Maps. I give the maps a 5 out of 10 because they all fucking suck. There's really no good ones. The only one I like is called Strike Zone. That's the only one I like. Because they got a bunch of bullshit ones that are just annoying. Weapons. I love the weapons in the game. There's many choices of weapons, but the way the multiplayer works is you get squad points, and squad points are unlocked by or given to you by playing the game. Playing multiplayer and getting kills. I went 9 and 91. I got 2 squad points. So it doesn't matter what you do as long as you play the games, you get squad points. And for the squad points, buy uh you can buy characters. The so called customizing your character. You can buy there's I believe 9 or 10 of them you can buy, which is stupid because it does not make a fucking difference. Anyways, and it's just going into it. And what you can do is with your squad points, you can buy guns, you can buy perks, you can buy kill streaks, you can buy weapon attachments, you can a bunch of shit you can buy, and it's not that great. I liked it better in Black Ops. You unlocked it, you could use it, and the same thing for the attachments. You unlocked it, you can use it. I like that better. I don't like the whole I have to buy this because I remember in Modern Warfare 2, that's when I think they first started coming out around Modern Warfare 2. They started coming out with that. I didn't like it because I'm like, what Black Ops, there's guns you couldn't unlock for a long fucking time, but they gave you good guns every steadily. But I do give them this: the guns are cheap. They're not more than 8 squad points at the most. 8 or 9, that's not bad. But because you get so many of them at a time, but you do blow through them really fast. My gun setup I use a gun called the Honey Badger, and I use the foregrip and the red dot sight. Mostly because, well, the Honey Badger gun they give to you, depending, like they gave it to me, and like one of my friends told me they didn't give it to them, so it's one of the ones if you're lucky enough to get it, you can use it. If you do use the Honey Badger, I recommend a foregrip and a red dot sight because it's gonna help I find when I first used the honey badger, it had so much recoil to it that I could not get a kill. It would just bounce everywhere. I didn't like it. The red dot sights is better than the iron sights to have on there, easier to see down the field. Um, kill streaks. They got some now. There's three different groups of kill streaks. Not really kill streaks, but score streaks and kill streaks. If you use assault, it's a kill streak, and there's a bunch of different things you can unlock, like Juggernaut, Maniac, Satcom, stuff like that. And then they got support. Support's for the people like me that can't get kills or can't get the assault ones, which means you can't die. Like if you want a Juggernaut, you got to get 10 kills, or no, a Maniac. My bad. You have to get 10 kills without dying. Motherfucker, I can't do that. I can't get 10 kills without dying. With support, you're only getting you can die, but you still you go one. A Satcom is unlocked at 3, and you go 1, 2, no 3 or 4. Excuse me if I'm wrong. You can get 2 kills, die, get 1 kill, die, and get your 4th kill. Then you have your Satcom. That's why I use support, because I'm the only one. I can't go extended periods of time without getting killed. But yeah, I use support, and I have Satcom on, I have an ammo crate on, and I have an Oracle. The Oracle is something cool they added in. You can see the enemies through walls. So let me jump into the campaign. Basically, what the campaign is, it takes place a few years after the USA has fallen, and the remaining soldiers fight in a guerrilla warfare to stay alive and take back their country. Basically, that's all it is. It's a great campaign. It's really good story. You're this guy, and you have a brother and your dad. I'm not gonna give too much away. That's all I'm gonna say. Really, it's really good. And but my only complaint is it's so short that it only took me 6 hours to beat it. But I died. And if you was to not die except 1 or 2 times, then yeah, it would probably take you about 4 hours to beat this campaign. It's very, 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 very short. Uh, and it's just one of them games where I wish it would have been longer, you know. And if it would have been longer, it would have been better, But no, it was extremely short, which I didn't like, because I started playing around 7 o'clock, and I beat it by 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not it's not long at all. I mean, if you literally just sat down and just played, yeah, then fuck. I mean, you're gonna not have a game. Uh, in the campaign, there are some really cool parts and that are really fun to do. Um, but they don't last long. It's only a couple of seconds of what you get to do. And if you play Grand Theft Auto, like you always want to drive the train, you only do that for a couple of seconds. Yeah. Well, um, there's a lot of cool parts in there. It just you can't do them for long, and I don't know. It's got its fun parts. What I noticed Infinity Ward did from Black Ops is if you shoot, this isn't a campaign. If you shoot an enemy in the leg, he's not gonna die. Yeah, he's gonna kind of kill, like kind of bend over and act like he's grabbing his knee. And I mean, I've shot guys in the arm, and they do the same thing. Unless I shoot them square on in the head, they don't die in one shot. It's more realistic. I mean, if you shoot a guy in the foot, in real life, he's just gonna go, "Ow, that fucking hurt," and I'm gonna kill you. In the game, he basically just grabbed his fucking foot, or he falls and gets up. That's what I'm saying. They made it more realistic of what getting hit is like, and except when they're shooting at you. But when you're shooting at them, they made it more realistic. Um, Another complaint I had about the campaign is the missions aren't that long. The missions are short, but they got some long parts, and the reason why the campaign took 6 hours to beat is because they have these little drag-on things where it's your loading screen, but they're telling you a story behind it, and that takes a little while. But the missions aren't that long. About 20 to 30 minutes a mission. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not that long. So, uh, in the campaign, there are some parts that are take a logical thinking, and then there's a technical thinking. Because they got some parts you can't just run and gun through, and you got to sit back and you got to creep your way around, and that's fun. They got a couple of logical parts that take a little bit more thinking. Um, so yeah, basically that's my review of the game. I'm about to get into the ratings right now. Uh, but I do want to say this: in Call of Duty, when I first bought it, I wasn't gonna buy it originally. I was not gonna worry about it. I just bought Battlefield, and that's all I was gonna be doing. I came down and I got it. And I was very skeptical at first. When I first put it in, I first played that first game of multiplayer. I was very skeptical because I kept dying. You know, I kept not getting kills. It was not fun. And I was very skeptical of it. I hated it for a while. Here lately, after playing it for a while, you kind of get used to it, and you kind of get into the groove of starting to get more kills creeping along. I've kind of started to like it. Uh, that's what happens. So I started to like it. It's not Black Ops, but it'll get it done. Oh, and this is going to answer a lot of questions that people have been wondering. Is quick scoping still easy? Yes, it actually got easier because because in Black Ops I have only gotten one quick scope kill, and then in this one I've gotten like 4 or 5. They say they tried to fix it. When you bring up your scope, it's blurred on the sides. Like if you're looking at the hole right here, this is your scope. This is all blurred out. Like this, what you see of my face right here, all this is gonna be blurred out. And that kind of doesn't really make a fucking difference because if you bring it up your scope, you can still get your scope up and see him. You can shoot him fast enough. It's fucking easy. Shotguns are very overpowered, by the way, in that game. Um, so gameplay, I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it's campaign's good. The feeling, the controls, the way you can hide and slide. I give that 10 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Graphics, I give it 8 out of 10. I wish they would have went to the next level and pushed it. Hopefully on the PlayStation 4, they're better. But hopefully they can just get it there because I wanted the graphics to be better than what they were. I had a high expectation for it. Experience playing the game, I give it an 8 out of 10 because it was a fun game. Some sad parts, but then it's more, and they got a lot of run and gun. There's a lot of stealth in there, and I like that, so I give it an 8 out of 10. Multiplayer gets a 7 out of 10 by far. I'm not impressed with the multiplayer, so I'm not gonna go into detail on that. Maps get a 5 out of 10 because they all fucking suck. Besides one. Weapons got a 9 out of 10. Kill streaks got an 8 out of 10. Campaign got an 8 out of 10 because it is a good campaign, good story. And it's a good way. It's a good fun game. Too bad it's so short. That's why it's not a 10 out of 10. Overall rating of this game, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 because of the campaign. Multiplayer, if you're playing with your friends and you're just fucking around with your friends, it's fun. By all means, do you. I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I didn't like the multiplayer and the campaign was just really good. It's just so short. So that's about my only really complaints. Is it worth $60? Yes. Because of the graphics, because of the story. If the story would have been longer, it would have been definitely worth the $60. But it is worth $60. Multiplayer, that's not so much. But like I say, if you just want to fuck around with your friends, have a good time, whatever, then it shouldn't matter. Like to us, I don't care what my kill death rate. I don't care what my kill death ratio is. Buy or don't buy. I say buy if you like Call of Duty, but it is not like Black. If you played Modern Warfare 3 and you played Black Ops and you know it ain't like Black Ops, then I say buy it because campaign is awesome. Play it one time, and Multiplayer kind of went down to shit, but hey, it's all up to you. So if you like this, what I did today, overall rating 8 out of 10. So if you like what I did today with the game review, let me know, comment, like, and message me. If you ever want me to do a game review, I have no problem whatsoever doing a game review. Just let me know, and when money comes around, if I don't have it already, I will go get it, and I'll be happy to do the game review on it. So yeah, this has been Oski with Call of Duty Ghost Review, and have a good day.
I love all my bitches, that's my fucking problem. A $2 bill is still a couple dollars.